Hey everybody, Dave here at Ground Zero, and I bring you great tidings of joy. The newest shipment of weekly goodies is actually here right on time, exactly on schedule. It's a holiday miracle. Christmas is saved, so Hallmark, take note. Either way, you've got your presents bought, you've already wrapped them, they're under the tree. Kudos to you for taking care of all of that. So now it's time to follow the advice of healthcare professionals everywhere and practice a little self-care. So luckily for you, your favorite local comic book store has a variety of self-care products fresh on the stands this week. So let's get started. From DC, Action Comics. For all you Superman fans out there, the original book that premiered Superman, still going strong today. Actually, one of only 2 books in the triple digits. The other, of course, being Detective Comics with Batman, also new this week, so you get to make your choice. The light or the dark, the grim or the not so grim. Either way, you get both excellent characters. There you go. And if you can't decide between the 2 characters, well, there is both of them in one book. Batman, Superman, 2 great tastes that hopefully still taste good together. You can actually have your cake and ponder the frosting all in one book. So Batman, Superman, new this week. Also from DC, now a lot of people have been telling me how much they've been enjoying the Endless Winter series. It's really surprised them. It's been a great story. Latest chapter in new this week actually devotes itself to Black Adam. Black Adam is a character I really like. I think he's one of the more nuanced characters in the DC universe, certainly probably the most nuanced villain, but it's not often he gets his own book to play around in, and so that makes this pretty special. So come in and grab it up before we sell out. Finally, from DC, Death Metal continues to rock along. Latest thing in is Secret Origin. Everybody's really been loving Death Metal. It just actually is a ton of fun. We recommend all the parts, and the latest one is here today. Moving over to Marvel, a series that I mentioned just a couple weeks ago because the first issue came out, it seems like forever ago, and then there was this long, huge break between issue number 1 and issue number 2 because apparently there was a pandemic. That is Marvel. This is the sequel to the classic 1990 series Marvels by Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross. This time out, we get a variety of writers and a variety of artists. In fact, in this particular issue, you get both Alex Ross and Bill Sienkiewicz, 2 wildly different artists, all put together in the same package. Something you don't see very often. I can't remember the last time we saw something quite like this. But you say, Dave, that's all fine and well. This, however, is not the Marvel book we were looking for. Well, fair enough, because we also have King Size Conan #1. Now, ever since Marvel got the rights to Conan, they've been putting out a lot of Conan books. I think this one is the best one they've done yet because it includes a lot of great artists and great writers, including Roy Thomas, the guy responsible for bringing Conan to Marvel and getting him published first in comic books back in the early 70s. So for the Conan fan in your life, or if you're a Conan fan, one you absolutely will want to check out. And still you say, this is not the Marvel book we were looking for. Fair enough, because the latest issue of Excalibur, X of Swords, is now fully over, but what do you know? They're still publishing these books. It's like they planned it or something. Either way, Mutant fans, newest issue of Excalibur, right on the stands. And yes, still not the Marvel book you were looking for, because that is King of Black #2. I almost didn't even mention this book. Everybody knows it's coming out. Everybody knew exactly when. Everybody's ready. It's here. That's all we really need to say. Now, there are other publishers than Marvel and DC making excellent comic books these days. Foremost among them is Image Comics, Undiscovered Country, getting kind of close to the end of this series. I really am excited for it to be finished so they can do it in trades, and we can sell the trades regularly to people. But if you've been following it along as it's been coming out in the monthlies, the newest one is here today. Firefly fans, Blue Sun Rising #1. Now, this actually follows Blue Sun Rising #0 because these days #0 is #1 and #1 is #2. It's crazy. Welcome to 2020. Either way, if you're a Firefly fan, you will definitely want to pick this up. Also now from Dark Horse, a publisher that I have just the most respect for. And they've been putting out some great Umbrella Academy series. This one, Tales from the Umbrella Academy, You Look Like Death, is the latest. It's issue number 4 out of 6. But all the issues are still pretty commonly available. Trust me, you want to be cooler as both a person and a comic book fan. You want Umbrella Academy, so seek that one out. Lastly, we get Vampira Carmelis. Now, this was supposed to be released last week. We got in one copy out of all the copies we ordered. We get the rest of them in this week, so I finally put it on the stands. You know, it's designed to mimic the old Warren Vampirella series, certainly. Like it says on the cover, you know, watch out, you know, teen vampirist nymph waiting inside. Folks, you know exactly what you're getting with this book, so there you are. Trades. We love trades here at Ground Zero. We always stock a lot of them. Series I've really been impressed with is Marvel's Marvelverse series. It's a little bit smaller trim size than the other graphic novels, but that allows them to put them out at a reduced price. They're generally $9.99 or $12.99 for a decent amount of story and pages. The latest one is WandaVision. We get the Scarlet Witch and Vision. Really good stuff and a good way to pick those stories up. From Image, the third volume of Ascender from Jeff Lemire. This is a great series. The sequel to Descender, both series excellent. You definitely should be picking those up if you haven't, and we keep the trades in stock all the time here at the store. Finally, almost finally, is a series I've been waiting to come back in print. Brian Hitch and Warren Ellis's The Authority. This is an excellent series. It comes in and out of print from time to time, but it's really good stuff. Superheroes, but very much edgy, more adult-oriented superheroes. In this case, you get the whole 12-issue run in one big mammoth book. Highest recommendation. Really love this book, so come in if you haven't read it and let me take a chance to talk you into it. One more book from DC, speaking of greatest ever, what I think is really the single greatest Superman story done, Alan Moore's excellent Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. This was the story that capped off the Silver Age run of Superman. If you don't think they can do an intelligent, entertaining Silver Age Superman story, you're wrong. It is right here. It pads out this nice hardcover collection with a couple of other Superman stories he did, What He Get for the Man Who Has Everything. Excellent stuff. Should be on every comic fan's library, whether you like Superman or not. One more thing, but this one actually is free. Usually we'll get these promo items from Marvel, and every year they try to send out a calendar. In this case, we get the 2021 calendar. I all know how much I like the Fantastic Four, so you can get one of these. I don't have enough really to go around. Supply is actually quite limited, but just for watching this video all the way to the end, just come in and when you buy something at Ground Zero, say, hey, I want one of those, and we will hook you up as long as supplies last. Okay, obviously lots more stuff in this week. You don't want me to drone on and on forever, so that's the highlights. Come in, take a look at the rest of it. Now, folks, Christmas is just a couple of days away, but guys, we want you to continue to be vigilant. We've already got word 2020 has gotten a 3-month extension into next year, so don't let up. Continue. Wash those hands. Stay safe as you can. We want you back in the following year. Folks, as I always say, remember, don't concentrate so much on having what you want. Concentrate a little more on wanting what you have. We love you. Have a Merry Christmas, and thanks for joining us.